Alligators. Osprey. It's like straight up Florida out here. Welcome back, you guys. Here we are for day 9 of Vlogmas at Cliff Stevens Park in Clearwater, Florida. Really excited to bring you guys this course with a ton of history. Ken Climos used to dominate this area back in his heyday. Calvin Heimburg, this is his home course, the one he honed his skills on, one of the best players in the world right now. Starting here on hole 1, we've got a beast of a par 5, just over 1,000 feet, dead straight, way down the path here. It's a pedestrian walking path, so it may take us up to 15 minutes to play this one. Hopefully we get lucky, but we'll see how it goes. Really excited to bring you guys this course, a ton of challenge. Hopefully I can keep all my frisbees on me and shoot under par, because this one's a tough one. Ripping on my ride to start here on hole 1. A little more turn than I'd like, but that'll play. I'm tucked a little farther right than I'd like to be here. Ideally you want to play your second one straight along the path, so I'm going to try to swallow the pill and just set up my third shot here. A little turnover compass. That'll do, should have a straight shot at it from there. Hole 1 is a beast of a starting hole. Haven't had 2 great shots, but I still have 440 feet to the basket if I want a birdie. Dead straight with the low ceiling. Tall task. All right, we're clear of our waves of zombie pedestrians, so time to throw. Going with my Explorer here, trying to play it dead straight. Little crosswind. Oh, hit the stuff. Should be a par scramble from there. Honestly, par is fine to start on this hole. It's a tough one. Played my fairway driver there. I knew the distance driver was probably what I needed to get to the basket, but I wanted to finish straight, make sure at the worst I was barely in the bushes for a scramble. Got a par putt. In case you were wondering, the path does play inbounds on this hole. We've got an out of bounds lake all the way on the right, and the brush line to the left side as well. Not a bad par to start with. This hole can grab you for a big number. A birdie would be great, but not asking for more than that. Hole 2 is a par 3 coming in at 395, just under 400 feet. You gotta play it straight. Bend it to the left at the end. I'm gonna play it flat with a stable driver. Let it work back left through the gap. Parking lot out of bounds deep. The tree is so awesome. One of the coolest trees. I'm gonna play my stiletto up flat out to the right. Let the disc fade late when it slows down. Got some skips. I think I'm on the right side of the green. Hopefully it's not long. We'll see. There we go, birdie on 2. Good to get him out early out here because there's bound to be some trouble late. Not today though. We're gonna play it clean. Sometimes you gotta leave your little snags on the disc. It acts as natural brakes. Pick up the Spanish moss right there. Get me close to the basket. Boom, bam, bam, bam. And a can of worms. Easily going to be the most challenging track we've played so far on Vlogmas. Hole 3 is a par 3 again. 350 feet. Perched on a bit of a rise with a low canopy in front of it. Really got to hammer it into the hillside here, slide it up. I'm going to play Gold X Explorer. Such a beautiful hole. Gotta appreciate it. Crushed it deep. I almost slammed into the pole there, but got a long putt coming back. Maybe I should have played a mid-range. Whoops. I got some nice new burst plastic in this wood sorrel. I like it. Thought the low ceiling off the tee and into the green would impede my ability to go mid-range, but probably would have been the right distance here. Backside putt from circle 2. Oh, thought we had our first circle 2 putt in about 6 months, but just short. Par here. I feel like I threw my drive too pure, but it's a good problem to have. Long disc, whatever you want to call that. Hole 4 is a par 4, just under 500 feet. It's a short one, but it requires accuracy off the tee. I'm gonna go forehand through this gap, try to have it skip a little bit to the right, and then chip it up to the green. Try to avoid the wrong basket ace in the green basket. Ooh, a little inside there, but I think I shot out to a spot I can get up and down for birdie from. Let's check it out. Pinch myself in a tricky little spot approaching the green here, but I'm gonna play a little skip shot over the right side of the path here. Pioneer here, try to get a nice flare. Nice controlled little shot. I didn't go for too much and have a putt from about 25 on the right side. For a sub 500 foot par 4, this one's a legitimate 2-shotter. Even the best shots are still gonna have to chip it up to the green. I don't know if they can get a putt here. You might be able to, but it would take a miracle shot. A little strong there from the edge of the circle. Looks like we got a par here on hole 4. Hole 5 is a sweet par 3 with a little bit of a peninsula green. Gators all behind it. Presented by Ken Climos, the champ. 370-ish feet, tucked left late. I'm gonna take my Pioneer, rip it nice and flat, hard as I can. Let it fade left. A little bit of a backside look, edge of circle. See if we can catch it just outside the circle here. I'm running a jumper. I need this one. Oh my gosh, I can't buy a circle 2 basket right now. Someone help. Send me some tips. What do y'all do from circle 2? Another par at the legendary Cliff Stevens. Gotta put them a little closer here. I'm putting a lot of work on my putters, but that's this course. Hole 6 is 375. Effectively straight, but there's a lot of trees in the way, so I'm gonna play it off to the right side, try to fade it back left late, explore. Oh my gosh, I loved that one out of my hand, but just too deep. Tough hole. Man, caught the one tree to beat. I was tracking right at the basket. Really loved it out of my hand. Try to give it a little Anheuser bid. Soft as Charmin, but we're parring it. I need to stop saying I'm gonna give him a bid and just do it, because I always come up short when I do. Let's go. Take your time even on the short ones, kids. Or get lucky. I'm not seeing a gold marker on the tee or a gold basket in on 7 right now. I believe there's a gold position that's a little longer. So we're playing this 280-ish foot version of it. It looks like this is the right tee pad on U-Discs, so sorry if this is not the right hole, but that's what we got right now. I think the Y gap through that big oak tree is kind of the intended hole here. Or maybe I just got greasy. Missed my line a little bit high, but honestly I think that might have been a better line than I intended. It's a nice little white tree there. And one, getting fouled by the oaks. Come on now. Finally put another birdie on the board. 2 down, keeping it clean out here. Hole 8 offers a little bit of reprieve from the challenge that is Cliff Stevens Gold. 300 feet dead straight, cluster of trees on the right to beat. I'm gonna take a mid-range, bump it up, see if we can't get an ace if we miss it long. Opto-X compass. There's that long miss. Tree said, I'll slap you over to the basket. Birdie zone. Playing the long miss paid off here on 8. Let's go. I don't think I've ever putted like that. Wow, hole 9 is a sick finisher for the front 9. Just under 400 feet. You got a low canopy off the tee. Basket's elevated on a wooden wall. I get a little turn to the right on your flight. I'm gonna go backhand turn over with my Explorer. right into the wall. That was a sick shot. With the right to left wind on the fairway here, very pleased with that angle out of the hand. It's a tough par 3 to get a look on. Little turkey to close out the front 9. We're gonna need him heading into a tough back. We're on the back 9 here at Cliff Stevens Park. Sun shines out, shades are on. The back 9 is all about water carries, placing your disc accurately over the water in open space. Once again, we're at Cliff Stevens playing the Gold Tees in Clearwater, Florida, home of Calvin Heimburg, Ken Climos. Very historic, beautiful, challenging track. Hole 10, I lasered it at 393. I'm gonna take my ride, play it out right, let it skip in. Oh, played it deep and caught the fence and it hit and then rolled into the backside of it. That's gonna be a tricky one. Came in with a little too much spin, caught the fence and it bounced back and then had enough spin to work its way all the way here. So it's gonna be a tricky look back here. Got this big tank in my way. You can just see the left side of the basket. Oh, good bit there, but no cigar. A little too much pace off the tee here, proved to be pretty fatal. Got quite a wall behind the basket. Hard start with the back 9. Hole 11's a par 3, 280 feet. Tucked to the right there, there's a little drainage swamp kind of area just in front of the basket on the right side. Also an out of bounds walking path long, so this one's really pinched distance wise. You got to be accurate with your distance off the tee. Gonna go forehand pioneer here. I gotta make sure out here that I don't always line up at the back of the tee box. These are really long and I feel like when I do that I end up a little short of where the edge of the tee box is, so take a step on. Oh my gosh, I thought we just had another ace. Back-to-back videos, that would have been sick. Should be a close putt though. Gave it the ace run, but stayed close. Those are always the best. Nice little birdie. Hole 12 in the gold position, 660 foot par 4. Kind of a low ceiling in the mid-flight on this hole. You want to get out left past that canopy of oak trees. And then you got a straight peninsula approaching the basket. I'm going to take a drive off the tee, try to get low and left. Be a good spot there. Hopefully it didn't trickle down that downslope there, but I think it's all right. Got a bad bounce on the ground, a little bit straight and to the right. Got these tall reeds in here, gonna have to get long. Got 275 to the pin, a little flex forward. A little bit right, but we'll have a putt. Thirteen's a par 5, that's a little bit on the shorter side, but it's got all the water and out of bounds it needs. Could be a hole with some teeth on it. I'm gonna go low forehand off the tee, try to skip it right after that canopy. Pretty ideal off the tee there. We might have an eagle chance. Let's see. I really love the risk reward with the distance on this par 5 being a little shorter. Throw a good tee shot like this, you've got a chance to attack. I'm about 420 feet from the basket here. It's an out of bounds peninsula though. Long, left, right, all out of bounds. So you gotta be accurate, but there is a 3 look out here if you're willing to get it. Gonna go forehand over the road. Oh, little skip right, but it flopped down nicely. Long chip for eagle. Can't buy a circle 2 bucket, so only a birdie here. A small kind. Hole 14 is pretty simple. 450 feet, right hand, backhand, power hyzer. Gonna take my drive here. was short. I don't know if you watched, but about 3 months ago I made my last circle too, but there's another. This time for birdie. Hole 15 is a true tunnel par 3, 400 feet dead straight. You got water long. I'm gonna take my Explorer here. A little left, but should have a long putt. Leaked it left, but we got a long look. Gonna have to hyzer around these low limbs. Oh, just off. Solid bit though. And that's all for hole 15. On a historic course, the one hole that trumps them all, the iconic hole 16, par 4, huge water carry, 400 to 450 feet to clear. The basket's gonna be tucked off into the woods to the right. Home of the champ, Ken Climos, little homage. 400 feet to clear the water. Let's let it rip. Oh yeah, big rip. That'll be an easy chip up. Put a good drive out there. This one was right at 490. I lasered it back to the palm tree by the tee box, leaving me about 120 feet to the basket. Little forehand chip. Sick backboard birdie. That was a solid job. Left a bit to be desired on that short up shot. That's why it's always good to throw a nice drive. Hole 17, the last par 3 on the course. It's a tough one, 420 feet. I'm thinking this path might play out of bounds on the path and left, not positive. I'm gonna assume that just to make the track hard. Forehand flex shot, going with my rive. See if we can make up for it, take a par. That'll do. On a hole as tough as this, taking a par, a lot of times it's gonna be no harm, no foul. One more to go. Cliff Stevens is iconic and beautiful course, so much fun to play, great challenge. We're here in hole 18, par 4 to finish up, just under 750 feet. I'm gonna take a forehand off the tee here, let it fade back late. Nice easy one off the tee, should leave me about 400 to the pin. Got a little more distance off the tee there with my forehand than I thought. 375 to the pin. One last shot, I'm gonna go Pioneer here. Jump in the bucket. Just short of it. Tap in birdie to finish it. I think that'll bring me to double digits out here at Cliff Golds. Tough score to achieve. Didn't lose a disc, that's what I'm most happy about. There you have it from Cliff Stevens Golds here in Clearwater, Florida. Make sure you tune in for tomorrow. Day 10 is gonna be boasting giveaway number 3. So head over to my Instagram. Make sure to look at the post. Enter to win some sweet stuff, discs, bags, shirts, the whole 9 yards. Once again, make sure to like and subscribe. And I hope you enjoyed this classic, iconic, beautiful track. So much fun out here. See you next time.